Hello everyone, Bill from CambodiYeah. I have a more practical video for you this time. It's all about airfare, flights, airports, everything you're going to need to know to get from wherever you're at to Cambodia as inexpensively and comfortably as possible. So the first thing is going to be obviously the airline ticket itself. And I suggest using Google Flights as your research website because it uses the ITA network, which is the same thing that travel agents use. You'll find all the best flights on there. And I would first suggest looking up the international hubs in your country that go to Cambodia. And so in the United States, it's SEA, which is Seattle, it's SFO, which is San Francisco, and LAX, which is Los Angeles. And if you're not in the United States, just look up whatever the international hubs are for your country. And you want to get that ticket first rather than getting a ticket all the way from wherever you happen to live directly to Cambodia. You'll have a lot more options. So you can open up 3 tabs. I would do, or that's what I do since there's 3 hubs. And I use an incognito or private browsing window. And I use a VPN because there's the old trick you've probably heard of, use the incognito window so they don't jack up the prices on you when they see that you've been searching. That's no longer entirely sufficient by itself. A VPN will go a long way towards helping you as well. So do both if you can. And so I open up those 3 tabs, and for Siem Reap, it's SAI. For Phnom Penh, it's PNH. And you can look up month to month, see what the cheapest time of year to go is. And so once you found that, and you find your flight going from wherever you're at, from the international hub of whatever country you're in to whichever airport in Cambodia you're going, you'll want to make sure that there's 3 hours between flights, especially for the one that goes for the first stop, because there's generally going to be at least 1 stop, sometimes 2, from the hub to Siem Reap. And you're going to have to go through customs, security, all kinds of lines, traveling distance, all kinds of stuff. And it's better for everything to go quickly and smoothly and then be bored for a while than it is to be rushing, delayed, have long lines, and maybe even miss your flight. Just for peace of mind, give yourself 3 hours so you can do everything and relax and not be all stressed out. It's well worth it. Another thing is I would suggest go ahead and spend a little more if you can to be able to select your seats and to board earlier. That'll save you some time so you can get on earlier and get off the plane sooner. That helps a lot. And you don't want to purchase your airline ticket from Google Flights, because if there's an issue with the flight, the airlines will tell you, well, you got it from this other third-party site, we can't help you, go to them. So it's the same with accommodations. I would suggest, regardless of what site you use to look up deals, go directly to the website for the airline or the hotel in order to actually make the purchase. Now, once you've found your flight from the hub to Siem Reap, then you find the ticket from your hometown to the hub. If you use Southwest, they will not appear on any of the other flight sites. You will have to go to southwest.com directly. If you have any special dietary requirements when you're buying your airline tickets, that you can go ahead and order that. And a nice little thing, because I'm diabetic, so I get the diabetic meal. It's still crap because it's airline food, but you tend to get it before all the general meals go out. So that's kind of a neat little thing. I also highly suggest, especially for the longest flight, get the aisle seat, because you're going to want to get up and walk around. You're going to have to use the restroom. What if you have to get into your bag, in the overhead compartment? You don't want to have to wake people up and scooch past them several times during that whole time. I'd rather be the person being woken up and just being able to sit down while other people go by than have to pester other people. Now, some things to bring. A collapsible water bottle is a good idea. You can get them off of Amazon. Once you've got through security, fill it up, and that way you have enough water to stay hydrated. I suggest not drinking alcohol on or before the flights. Sure, it may help you sleep a little or it may relax you, but it will also dehydrate you, and it's already a really arid environment in the plane. So you want to be as hydrated as possible, because dehydration will make you tired and irritable, and you'll just be better off all the way around. I suggest a light jacket or a hoodie, because regardless of how hot Cambodia is or wherever you're coming from, it's going to be pretty chilly in the airports and in the airplane. I would bring a neck pillow, an inflatable one, so it packs down small. And there's ones with like kind of little nubs that help cradle your neck. Those are the best ones, and you can find those on Amazon. Whatever meds you need to take. Another reason for the water. Earplugs are a good idea, and an eye mask if you need it. Toothpicks are a good idea. Breath strips, toothpaste, toothbrush, just keep your breath fresh. And earphones for any devices you bring. You don't want to be that person who's listening to stuff and bugging people with volume coming straight out of the device. Don't be an asshole. Compression socks, knee-high compression socks. Even if you're young and healthy, you don't want your blood pooling up at the bottom of your legs for 16 hours. It's going to suck. And if you're diabetic like I am, you definitely want compression socks. Bring some tissues and entertainment, like an e-reader or like maybe a little gaming device. A laptop may be a bit bulky to use because those seats are getting smaller and smaller. Make sure to write down the address and phone number of wherever you're going to stay when you first land in Cambodia, because you're going to have a customs form to fill out, and you'll need that for it. You may want to consider putting an eye tag or some other kind of GPS location device on all of your bags, just in case something happens. If you bring electronic devices, I would suggest bringing those in your carry-on, because things get stolen from checked luggage. Now, Cambodia does not require an onward flight or other means of travel outside of Cambodia in order to enter Cambodia. However, some airlines may require it, and there are horror stories of people not being let on the plane because they didn't have an onward travel. So what I suggest is get like a $10 or $15 bus ticket online, like, Go-To Bus or Giant Ibis or something like that, to like Thailand or Vietnam. And you won't be able to get a refund for canceling it probably, but it's, $10 or $15. And you're buying peace of mind so that you don't have to deal with the airports. I also suggest bringing $35 USD in exact change and in pristine, undamaged bills, because they won't accept them if they're not in perfect condition. It's that way with USD all over Cambodia. And they may not have change, which is why you want exact change. And if they do have change, it may be a damaged bill, and then you basically got nothing. And whatever happens, be courteous and patient, because they don't have to let you into their country. So be cool. Now, if you're landing in Siem Reap, or that airport, you need to get to Siem Reap, which is about 50 kilometers away from the new airport. There's several options, and instead of reiterating all of those, I am going to link in the description down to the good people at For Riel, who have a comprehensive video on this very subject, and they're a great channel to watch anyway, and I don't mind spreading the love. So that's what I've got for you this time. I'd love a like and subscribe if you'd be so kind. And if you have any tips or tricks for traveling, leave those down in the comments too. The more help we can give to each other, the better. So I'll see you around next time, and take care. Bye-bye.